R. Kelly is in jail because he didn't want to sell his masters to a certain music company. If he's wrong, he should do the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying he's only there because he broke the rules. Bill Cosby went to jail, not for molesting white women, but him and his wife didn't want to let the second largest oil company in the world drill under their home for oil. These people are not going to jail for sex crimes. They're going to jail for standing their ground. Puffy might be guilty, but that ain't why Puffy in jail.
Oh my God.
So we're going to talk about R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Everybody good to talk about R. Kelly and Bill Cosby? Let me take Queez's name down since we're going to be talking about R. Kelly and Bill Cosby.
Drill under their home for.
This is Dr. Umar. Let's check it out. Y'all tell me, does he have a point? I think he has a point. Let's see.
R. Kelly is in jail because he didn't want to sell his masters to a certain music company. If he's wrong, he should do the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying he's only there because he broke the rules. Bill Cosby went to jail, not for molesting white women, but him and his wife didn't want to let the second largest oil company in the world drill under their home for oil. These people are not going to jail for sex crimes. They're going to jail for standing their ground. Puffy might be guilty, but that ain't why Puffy in jail. Puffy in jail because listen.
Why they keep interrupting the doc, bro? And this is why I will continue to listen to Dr. Umar. I'm not saying listen to him like everything he says I'm going to do. No, I will continue to hear him out. Dr. Umar gets a lot of heat. He gets a lot of heat. But one thing he is willing to do is say exactly how he feels and speak on it. And there's obviously a big part of that I respect. He'll say certain things that a lot of people are scared to say. Whether you agree with somebody, that's neither here nor there. But I think what we should be striving for is to just push people to be real. Let's hear it out.
You cannot be emotional and solve political problems.
Oh my God. You cannot be emotional and solve political problems. I know that for a lot of y'all that hear this, y'all know exactly what he's saying. I think it's honestly going to go over a lot of people's heads. It's going to go over a lot of people's heads because when he says you cannot be emotional and solve political problems, what does that immediately go to for me? What was the main thing that people were hating on Trump for? That people said, you can't vote Trump. He's taking away rights. What was the main thing that we were talking about? I could wait for y'all to write it in the chat. I already know that y'all know. So I'm just going to say it. Abortion. Abortion was the main thing that they were trying to emotionalize us, get us all riled up and convince us that we were going back to Jim Crow or going back to slavery because Roe v. Wade was overturned and it was no longer going to be across the board in every state that abortions were going to be available. Now it became, and funded by tax dollars, I believe. And don't quote me on that, but I believe that that's the case as well. Now, obviously, it's up to the state. So they tried to use the most emotional issue to get us to make a political decision. So maybe we should back into it. Which candidates are using the most emotional type of marketing in order to convince us to do something? And shouldn't that tell us something? Shouldn't we want to go for a candidate that pushes us with logic rather than one that tries to just get us on board and just to get us so emotional that we're making a decision where we're throwing logic out the window? But let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'll run it back.
Puffy in jail. Puffy in jail because
Listen to the crowd, how emotional they are.
You cannot be emotional and solve political problems. You cannot be emotional and solve. We get that from church. Church is all about emotion. You cannot liberate the people with emotion. Puffy may be guilty, and if he is, he should do the time. But that's not why he's there. Hugh Hefner did what Puffy did. He never went to jail. Puffy is in jail because he started a black first political party. Puffy is in jail because he sued one of the most powerful liquor companies in London. That's why Puffy's in jail. What the media does.
Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all think that Puff is in jail because of the things the crimes that he actually committed, or that they think he committed, these sexual crimes or whatever else he's being charged for, the trafficking and everything. Do y'all think that he's in jail because of those things, or do you think that he's in jail because he made a power move that some elite people did not like, and this is their way of spanking him? Do y'all think that he's in jail for some of the reasons that we've discussed before, where, think about it, he was one of the first Black super celebrities, super influencers to get and target Black people to vote. That was when Puff was the first one pushing that. Vote or die, remember? And that was a very valuable thing for the Democratic Party, a very valuable thing. That kind of set the tone culturally how our generation looks at politics. Think about it. We were introduced to it on a mainstream level by the celebrities that we like and love, by Diddy. And Diddy, where was he now when it came to the politics? And I think he changed his stance. I think he changed his tune. I think that he was given a hall pass and a get out of jail free card for a very long time based on how they were able to use him. And now if he's getting out of line, thinking he's a little bit more powerful, thinking he's a little bit more important than he is, as far as how the elites think, I think this was their way of spanking him. And I think that they do this with a lot of people.
Because they know Black people like to see Black people fail, is they'll sell us this when the real agenda is that. I'm not saying don't hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. As Black people, we believe in ethics and morality and character. But don't be so dumb that you can't see the hidden hand at play. That's all. R. Kelly.
I don't know. Interesting little icebreaker. As Ant said, we got right to it. All right, so Ant said, I think both things can be true for all the people. Remember, I think Michael died for what he owned and what he was trying to do. I think Drake is being broken down for the equity he wanted. Bro, I'm with you on that. And even when you think about Bill Cosby, wasn't Bill Cosby trying to, what network was Bill Cosby trying to buy? And I think that Bill Cosby was seen as such an influential person that it's always going to be a threat. Like, if you can help somebody, think about it like this. If you have the capability to help somebody so much, that means that that person that you're helping, let's say if you're helping somebody make a lot of money, that person that you're helping make a lot of money, what are they most concerned with? Losing that money, losing that power, losing that influence that they gain through you. So they're scared that if you ever walk around, now that person recognizes your power maybe more than anybody else because they know they benefit from you. So therefore, when you walk away from a situation, that group is going to be upset because they know how powerful you are, because they know they benefited from it when it was favorable to them, when you were working with them. So Ant wrote CBS. I don't know if it was CBS. I forget. I almost feel like it was one of like either NBC. Maybe you may be right. You may be right. I'm not totally sure. Zylo wrote, Umar always close to getting it right. He's halfway right. All right, so Zylo, you got to tell me now. And I'm not saying that I disagree with you, but what makes you say that Umar is halfway right in this situation? That's what I would ask. What makes you say that he's halfway right in this situation? And once again, I'm not saying that you're wrong. As a matter of fact, I would actually, NBC. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, because I thought it was like even a bigger station. But I actually, when I listen to Umar a lot, I actually have those same sentiments. That it's like, yo, he's halfway right, but it's like, or that I halfway agree. Not to say that he's wrong just because I disagree with him, but that's my stance and that's my opinion, the same as yours. Like when I'm listening to it, for me, I'm saying like he's halfway right. I halfway agree. But yeah, neither here nor there. We all know that happens. And we're not going to spend too much time on that. Nice little icebreaker to get y'all eyes open. Whenever you put R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and Diddy on the screen, people gonna pay attention. So if we can learn a lesson through them, why not? Why not? It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon.